It's right there.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. Good evening. Hey, you know who I am already, right? Yes, man. Hey, we are live. It is Saturday night. It's Saturday evening, actually. Usually we do the Saturday night live, but hey, look, Saturday night's main event is about to come on here in about an hour and a half, and gonna watch that. I'm a wrestling fan. You already know the vibes with me. First Black Champ podcast, myself, JR Bang. We do that almost every Sunday because life be happening, so sometimes we miss. But if you want to catch premier wrestling conversation like none other, then you want to consult and talk with us, okay? But in the meantime, because I know she's waiting for her proper introduction, okay? This week we have Sister Krista here on the live. I'm talking about music, and she wanted to be a part of the music conversation. So we will make her a part of the music conversation. So hello, welcome.
Hello.
Yes, you don't need to.
Can they hear me if
Yeah,
I'm like
for
not
sure.
up on the mic? You guys can hear me?
Cool. I'm sure, and I'm sure if they can't, somebody will be.
Sure.
Yeah, but
Well,
we could turn the gain up a little bit. And we could turn this up.
Thank you so much for having me. I think you know very well how much I not only respect but appreciate your opinions when it comes to culture, when it comes to music, when it comes to just wavy. Can I curse on this? Is this like
this is my
permissible
live
thing?
This is my YouTube channel. YouTube, Twitch, Facebook Live. Okay. We all here, we all out.
Cool.
Let's go.
Yeah, no, as a passionate advocate for just cool shit, I'm just so excited to be here. So thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for hopping on. Hey, in case you were unaware, made in the 1980s. Made in the 1980s. So is Elon a Nazi now? That is the name of this week's episode. The audio dropped Friday morning. Okay. Usually the video drops on Saturdays, but it was already out. Why? We did it Wednesday. My man, Wang Dang, please say the damn doodle. You better say it.
Doodle.
We recorded on Wednesday. It was live, YouTube live. We had good conversation. People chimed in. Salute to people that chimed in. And you know me, rap nerd brain usually activated, but music lover brain activated today because I normally don't do this. I usually save my music reviews for Tuesdays, but I got a dope album that's coming up that I'm going to do on Tuesdays. So we're going to talk about new music because new music still comes out on Fridays. If you're paying attention to the live, it says, I like ambiguous pop soul Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars just put out a song with Sexyy Red. It's called Hot, Juicy, and Wet. No, I'm sorry. It's called Fat, Juicy, and Wet.
Because he likes it fat, juicy, and wet.
He likes it fat, juicy, and wet. And spoiler alert, I think the song is trash. But we're going to talk about it. And since I have a guest here, and I've already said what I had to say about the song in general, that was the punchline. But here we're going to bring it back around. What say you? What do you think about the new Bruno and Sexyy?
Okay. Wow.
Get it, Sexyy.
Wow. I am taken back by you not enjoying it.
Yeah.
It's catchy. It's fun. You know, I love a great strip club anthem for sure.
You think that's for the strip club?
I do. I think it's for...
Okay. I mean, it could be. Yeah, you know, because it's got it's got an Iggy Azalea bounce to it.
It has a bounce to it. And Iggy, sure, but it does have a bounce to it.
No, but first things first, the real is don't.
You can have that.
Because,
you can
it has
have
the same bounce to it.
For sure. But I appreciate just it's context. Like, it's not like, you know how you have like your strip club anthems that are like, bounce that ass, bitch, go. And then you have like your strip club anthem, like lap dance. Like, it's a mix of that and like pop. It's like a poppy strip club anthem to me. Okay. And the reason why I like it so much, honestly, Cameron, is because I saw the visuals and I love the visuals. I appreciate how he has Lady Gaga in the video,
Yeah.
and it's just so swaggy and fashion forward.
Mhm.
And I don't know, and I have so many things I want to say, so I'm okay.
Well, I mean,
I'm gonna try and condense it as quick as I can because I understand this is your space.
yeah, and
But-
I mean, I definitely have things I want to run down as well.
Okay. So I can
Hey,
pace myself.
Wit.
Hi.
What
Okay.
up?
I feel like a lot of the girlies are gonna feel me on this.
Okay.
But I am grateful to Bruno Mars for shining a light on Sexyy Red and everything that she has to bring to the music space, because I feel like a lot of people do hate on her, and I kind of feel like that he's helping bring a little bit more validity to the essence that she just brings to music, even though it's kind of it's very risque and it's very niche and it's very raunchy. She also has like this fun, feel good, I give no fucks, I just want to be truly authentic to myself. And I think that's fun. And Bruno could have did this song with anybody, but the fact that he did it with Sexyy Red, to me, it's just funny and fun and lighthearted. He doesn't take himself too seriously, and that's why I like it a lot.
Okay.
Sure.
All right, cool. I want to start with something my man Jones. I want to quote my man Jones correctly, because he definitely set this off for me.
Okay.
When he okay, so he shared it. He was like, Cardi really let Glorilla and Sexyy Red come in and take her trap. And it's so funny that he would say that, because as I was listening to this, it literally reminded me, and I don't remember the name of the song, and no, I'm not going to Google it. But the Bruno Mars and Cardi B song.
Finesse.
Yes, there we go. Dripping with finesse. Even though I do give Cardi the credit of, hey, let me just hop on the Bruno Mars song, versus trying to do a collaboration with him. And I do mean that respectfully, but if you notice the cadence, if you've listened to 24 Karat Magic, that was literally a song that just didn't make the album, and they got Cardi doing the rap parts. Like, Cardi didn't come, that's the Bruno Mars flow, that's the Bruno Mars raps. It was very crowd participation, like Busy Bee, kind of like party rocker type of vibe. So like, and I don't know about anybody else, but I'm specifically not waiting for bars, what I'm saying, on a Bruno Mars song. As normal, I'm gonna start with the love. I'm gonna start with the positives. The positives is I've never heard Sexyy Red sound this good on a song. I have not heard her sound this good on a song. I know you like looking for the hoes and all that, and girl, this, or no, well, I'll say girl because I like women. Yeah. She's been on better beats.
Sure.
But this is a better
I need
song.
you to clarify that.
Yeah, she literally sounds like somebody that has a record deal now. She sounds like somebody that has a record deal. She sounds like somebody who is becoming a little polished, a little refined in the music recording space. She sounds like somebody that knows that music is her job. So now let's go make some money making music. So that's one, and I think that's a positive. I have no problem with that. Like, I hate when people that either they claim they don't or truly don't give a fuck about music, and they just crack mics and they say anything and they do anything, and you can barely hear them, and it's mad auto-tune, and the 808 is turned up so high that it don't even matter what they said. Like, that kind of music is garbage to me. But so with that said, I do think that what she has going here, it sounds refined, it sounds polished, it sounds like, oh wow, her next yo, hey, what up, cuz? Keita, what up? Hey, Joanne, what's happening? So I do think that she's moving in the right direction as far as music is concerned. Yo, Keith, hey, that's how, hey, shout out to Keith, shout out to KPJ, Keith Paul, because that's the young man that helped me get your Wu-Tang dunks.
Mr. Keith, you are heaven sent. Thank you so much. Cam, you know I struggle with being able to keep my thoughts on the front of my head, and so I have to say them before I forget them.
All right, well, let's go. What is it?
The second half of what you just said, I agree with and I appreciated. But the first half, I felt like I disagreed because I don't think it's meant to overthink or overanalyze. I feel like you're hyper focusing in on Bruno and Sexyy Red collab when Bruno does whatever he wants. Like, to me, this reminds me of when he did a song with Kodak Black and Gucci Mane. Like, it was just fun. It was just a fun spirited, like, hey, I'm on this right now. Even Bruno said it. Bruno himself said it on Instagram that, hey, I'm about to go to the strip club. I want to make a strip club anthem. And maybe it was a marketing thing, but I also feel there's some seriousness to it. I can see Bruno Mars out in Vegas, turned up with his boys, like, I need to go to the strip club. Matter of fact, fuck it. Let's go to the studio and make a strip club anthem. And who better than Sexyy Red? Here we go. You were talking about Cardi letting Sexyy Red and the rest of these new rappers kind of take her slots. Am I saying that correct?
Well, Jones said that, and I wanted to. I mean, he said he took her trap because, hey, look. Bottom line, Cardi's doing features. Her last album is now about 8 years ago now.
Yeah, I just think why would she do it again? Like, I just think that's chapters closed for her. Like, she's already done that part. Well, so let Sexyy Red shine in that space.
No, well, that's a subtopic that I got anyway.
That's all. I just don't want to forget that. I'm listening.
Let me land here.
Ready.
Let me sit here, be gorgeous. Let me do my thing, okay?
Okay, let's cook.
All right. So she said, I agree, I disagree. Here's why. All right. Hey, Wang Dang, what up? You know, yo, you know what? We're gonna give her a moment. We're gonna give her a moment. My man Keith recognized it. Yeah, she was ready to get it. She was ready to get crazy with me, with her critiques.
Oh, I like this. It's fancy. You can put it up on the screen. Okay.
Yeah, my man.
I was like, why are you
JP
hiding?
exclusives coming soon.
Cool. I'm into this.
So okay. I said my piece about the positivity of the polish of the music. Now let me get to the visual. Again, the visual. Not that I'm above being in the projects or the hood, or I don't like ratchetness or ghetto stuff. I'm actually a fine connoisseur of all things ratchet. You know what I'm saying? I'm 65% bougie. That's the thing. That's my balance. You know, but so with that being said, I thought the visuals for this song was great. I like the black red with the gray scale. Like that was pretty dope. She looked like she washed her face and her ass. She had a nice outfit on. You know what I'm saying? Like there was a lot of positives in there. So again, structure wise, as far as the polishness of the song, it was good. Visual wise, one of the best that she's definitely been a part of. Bruno Mars is what he does. But this song is trash.
Jesus.
This song is trash. Hey, listen, for everybody out there, I like ambiguous pop soul Bruno Mars. Grenade me, Uptown Funk me, Leave the Door Open for me, Treasure me, all doo-wop and hooligans, Unorthodox, all of those albums. I think, listen, me personally, I think in this century, you can easily put Bruno Mars in the top 10 all time of this century off of just what his catalog is already. Top 5 to maybe even 3 just from last decade. So that's how highly I think of Bruno Mars. That's how high I am on his pen, on his production, on his band, on his arrangements. Like, there's not too many Bruno Mars songs I do not like. But I want to be crystal clear. Bruno Mars, I never want you to go into the studio and say pussy that many times again. I never want to hear that again from you, sir. Stop saying pussy. Stop saying it like that. Stop saying it that many times. I'm sorry. It didn't. No. Now look, if she want to call Ty Dolla $ign to do that, I'm kind of cool with it.
So Ty can get away with it, but not Bruno.
Yeah, man. It just Hey, listen. If the racial draft were to ever happen, we got to pick him. We got to pick Bruno. But I don't think this played to his strengths at all. I think what it is, let's just call it what it is. I think that the Bruno stimulus package, it just worked. I checked the views. Over 3 million people have viewed this video, and I think it's only been out, 24 hours, maybe 30,
Barely.
36, you know what I'm saying? Maybe that. So look, everything formulaic about it works. Formulaic, it works. But I don't want to hear Bruno Mars sound like that. Hold on, let's see what Javon said. The shit cover the store today saying the same thing about, hey, listen. Yeah, hey, listen.
Interesting.
It's very real. Bruno Mars, again, I think his catalog overall is impeccable. There is not many missteps at all. I know people don't really like the Soul Sonic album like that, but it's not bad. It's not a bad album. If that's the trash album in his catalog, then he's definitely top 5.
I can't believe people don't. I've never heard that. I feel like everybody gives it raving reviews.
Well, a lot of people Leave the Door Open and
the singles. Like
yes.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The first 2 singles and Smoking Out the Window.
Wow.
Right. But like because we'll make you that stuff will make you act like the character. so
it's so interesting about the P word. This is bad because I didn't even notice that he said it that many times.
I absolutely noticed it first.
So bad that I guess again I was so in like focused on the visuals that I just was like maybe I need to watch it again.
I mean, possibly, and you're welcome to do that, obviously. But yeah, that's not the Bruno Mars I want to hear. That's not the Bruno I want to see. Like, not that he has to be so like cookie cutter and know like clean or anything, but just not that.
Don't box.
Just not that. Because like, look, I'm not mad at Wake Up in the Sky, Gucci.
Favorite song.
Hey, again,
love that song.
Another time where the Bruno stimulus package works. I've never heard them sound that good on a song. Hey,
no, y'all. I have to go listen
is Ryan McKnight showing us how? Hey, yo.
I wish there was a way you can play it while we're on here, so we can like have a live reaction to me hearing it.
I could, but most of our listeners are on Facebook tonight, so I might get flagged, and they might.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But yeah, man, it was and I watched it right before we got on here just to make sure I wasn't tripping. So I watched it again, listened to the song again. I was like, man, this is good. The thing about Brian McKnight though, now look,
it's hilarious.
Brian McKnight was singing the hell out the rest of the song, so I kind of let him slide. Like the video, like the finished copy ain't the dope one though. The dope one is like when he's at the studio. He's like, let me show you how your pussy works. You said you didn't bring it to me first. Like he was going crazy. He was going crazy in the stew though.
That's brilliant that he said
he was going crazy in the stew. You know what I'm saying? Jones, what up? What up?
Can we talk about why I liked it so much?
Go back to catching grenades. Tell him, JB. What? I'm sorry. What? No, sorry.
Can we go back? Like, I want to reevaluate the feelings that I felt the first time I heard it. I immediately felt, oh my gosh, this is a great strip club song. This is fun. I also felt like it was a great song for the gays. Like, I feel like the gay community uses the P word just as much as straight women and straight men. So I can see a lot of gay men like really indulging, talking about you know what I mean? Like there's so many layers to that song that can apply to so many different types of people.
Yo, what up? All right, listen. Okay. What we're having here now is a talk between demo placement and quality of music. there's a lot of songs that will work. I mean, hey, look, the first
Mm-hmm.
time I heard Lizzo's album,
Mm-hmm.
I knew she was going to be a big star, not just because she was laying on the floor butt ass and oiled up and she actually looked nice, but because I listened to it, I was like, oh, this is like world music. This is LGBTQA plus friendly. Like they're gonna go crazy over this if nobody else does. Like she may not be considered R&B, soul. She may not even, but she'll definitely go pop. And this project is going to do great things. And look where we are. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the thing that she did. And you know, and she picked up the caption baton. She took it from Drake and just ran with it, and everybody, you know, got theirs off on that.
Okay.
Now, you know what I'm saying? Now hold on here.
Okay.
Jones, my man Jones, and Doe, what up, Doe? You just y'all here. My bad, I can't talk. Said Bruno might be more hood than we give him credit for. He got a hit with Gucci and Kodak. Hey, listen, you know what? And the thing is, see, I'm not here to take his hood card or his hood pass or whatever. I'm not here to do that. I'm not here to say Bruno can't come to the hood. Who said Soulja Boy can't come to the hood? No, he's welcome in the hood. But if you don't do wop with the hooligans, please, that's what I want to hear.
I think that Bruno just doesn't want to be in a box, and I think that he wants to make great music. Truly, I think he wants to make wonderful, wonderful hits for everybody, for the hood rats.
But he was though. He already was. Though.
I don't agree. I think with the
I just got you flowers. Yeah, no,
that's a hood rat song.
No, that's for the hood. Niggas is singing that.
All right, you got it. You got it, honey.
All right.
I think that he had a strategic plan by putting Sexyy Red on the song. And I think that he's trying to reach a broader audience. Good. And I think it works. On top of adding a bit of chic to it by bringing in Lady Gaga. Like, that's brilliant to me. I love that Lady Gaga and Sexyy Red were in the same space. Like, that is so brilliant, and I'm so excited for that.
But and that's cool. But the flip side is, though, the Bruno and Lady Gaga song is phenomenal.
I know,
have y'all heard?
Yeah.
But that's the point. It don't matter where you from or where you at or how many warrants or convictions you got. When you hear the Bruno and Gaga, it's up. That's fire.
I don't know.
That is fire.
I feel like there are gonna be more people who lean towards hood shit that like this second record way more than the Bruno Gaga.
Well, then, then honestly, those people just don't know music, and that would be
music. Critics know they're consumers, but
people be consuming garbage, and we'll talk about that in a second here.
Okay.
So shout out to Keith. You know what I'm saying? He said, "Cam, your wife's voice is super radio level." You were on a morning show.
Loud. I could talk like really loud sometimes. So thank you so much.
Krista, please just take praise, please.
I'll receive it.
My man Doe said, "I don't think this new record is it." Hey, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yo, man, do out with the hooligans. You dig?
Yo, they said that B96 Bruno. That's hilarious.
Yeah. Hey, B96 Bruno is the man.
Feel like I see what y'all are saying.
B96 Bruno is the man. See, hey, look. Here's the thing. You know who? Because I don't think Bruno has a problem crossing over at all. I think at Leave the Door Open, he captured everybody.
For sure.
But like, if you weren't aware of who Bruno was, or you didn't really feel him, or you got him and Miguel confused, Leave the Door Open was where, okay, now you know. Silk Sonic is like, now you know. But like, he doesn't have to go this far. You know who did a really great job of appealing to Black audiences without going this far and was super pop at the time? John Mayer. And because he ended up on the he got Your Body's a Wonderland and Daughters and Have Your Things the album and Continuum and all of that. And he was Krista, let me land. And from there, when it was time to do the rap stuff or getting ingrained with hip hop, he showed up on the Dave Chappelle show. He's the background vocals and guitar on Common's Gold, produced by Kanye West. Like, there's ways to incorporate yourself in your way without going this far. Again, I never want to hear Bruno Mars say pussy that many times.
I guess
or in general. I mean, just stop saying it. Just stop saying it. like, hey, yo, hey.
I think I'm just saying it wrong because I just feel like you all are overthinking it. Do you think that Sexyy Red takes herself this seriously? She put out a lip gloss line that's booty hole brown. Like, come on. Like,
I get that.
I don't know. I guess my delivery is coming off wrong. Like,
No,
I just think that it's
Krista.
I don't think she's John Mayer marketing to a black audience is way different than what Bruno and Sexyy did with this song.
Okay, so in your opinion, what do you feel was trying to happen here? Because only one person in this duo needs this look. Only one person needs this.
I think it was just fun. I literally think they were just having fun. And they were like, you know what would be wild? Putting Sexyy Red on this song and doing crazy multi-million-dollar visuals and making it a strip club song. I think it was just lighthearted and fun.
And that's why I shared Keith's post, because you're right. Because it seems to me like giant marketing push to make Sexyy Red more mainstream, and Bruno is just the vehicle. And yes, and that is a fact. Again, you see the polishedness, you see the refinedness. Like, she not in the hood of St. Louis twerking on cars. Like,
no, she's still definitely doing that. Sorry.
In the video.
Okay, I didn't know we were just. Sorry.
Exactly.
I'm just gonna just lay back and let you go.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Sorry, I thought it was
like they are now, like, her job is recording artist. Now it's time to make money. To me, this means that, hey, the first joint didn't recoup. A lot of us, like, she's had a great run. She's been on NXT. She's been on a lot of other places. They're putting a lot of money into this, but now it's time for her to, one, broaden the audience, because, hey, let's be clear, a lot of black folks ain't buying the black music. That we're not showing up to shows like we should. We're not buying the merch. We're not buying the actual copies of music like we used to. And that's not a Sexyy Red thing. That's an urban music thing. Look at the last year and change. Look at how the only person that we definitely know has sold records in the last year has been Kendrick Lamar. And I'm including Drake. I'm including Cole. I'm including Big Sean. I'm including, like, look, Cowboy Carter sells a lot, but that's Beyonce. Like, you either got to be in the top tiers or it's wild out here, and it's low key scary for you. And that's what a lot of artists are going through. Corday, like, there's a lot of people that are dropping. People have dropped and put out projects. They are not selling. They are not on tours. Chance tried to come back 3 times since the pandemic. We have not bought it. And he came off one of the biggest years in hip hop by 2016, 2017. These are just the facts. Let me see. So do you think they tried to recreate the moment? Yep. No. The movement he had with the joints with Cardi? Yeah.
Not at all. I don't think so at all.
Okay. Why not?
I just think that Sexyy is fun and popular and doesn't care about what people think about her. And I think that she also has curb appeal. And I think that she's trendy. And I think that Bruno was just out in Vegas one day wanting to produce a fun song, and he decided to put Sexyy Red on a record. So I really feel that way.
So you don't feel in 2017, 2018, Cardi B wasn't everything you just said? Yeah,
I don't know. I think Sexyy Red is a way more ruthless, not polished, as opposed to Cardi. Like,
that's because she broke.
Exactly. Krista, that's my point.
But okay, so now rewind. We're not comparing 2025 Cardi B
to Cardi B.
Right, 2016, 17 Cardi B.
Sexyy Red is way. I'm trying to be political. I'm not trying to say bad things about Sexyy Red. I think that Cardi B was way more put together in her presentation to the world. Even before she had her teeth done, when she was saying hoes don't get cold, like, all of that to me is way more polished than the way Sexyy Red rolled out. Sexyy Red rolled out on her hands and knees with Suki Hana in an NLE Choppa video. Like, come on. Like, she was proud of her hoism. Like, she talks about eating like, there was a way different rollout for her than Cardi B. I want to go back to my point earlier. Are you listening?
Yes, I'm able to multitask. I do this every single week. I talk, I listen, and I read, and I'm posting the comments. What's happening?
You made another comment earlier about pushing Sexyy Red to mainstream. She's already there. Do you know who Lana Del Rey is?
Yeah, I know who
Lana
that is.
Del Rey like has a post on her IG with exclusively Sexyy Red. Like Sexyy Red did Rolling Loud. Like Sexyy Red is already like, I'm not saying she's Gaga mainstream, but she's already crossed the threshold of being well known to white people. So she didn't need the push from Bruno. She took it because the opportunity's there, but I don't think I think we're overthinking it. I think it's too serious. I don't think there's a ploy. I don't think there's a plan. There's no marketing behind it. I think it was just a fun move. And Lady Gaga was like, fuck it, I want to be in on it too.
I can't let you do that. You're way too smart. You're way too savvy. You've been in the industry way too long to say that. You've been there way too long to say that. You really are trying to tell me and us, because we're all together in this conversation. You're saying that everything for Sexyy Red is 100% organic.
Do you follow her on Instagram?
I don't need to.
Yeah.
I don't need to.
I don't think she gives a flying. I think that obviously when you get a certain amount of fame, you do want to push for more. Yeah, but I don't think she's thirsty for it. I don't think she's out here meeting with like the Illuminati trying to get on. Like, I think that she takes what's offered to her and she moves forward.
Krista,
I think that if you followed her on Instagram, you would understand.
No, I don't. What? Okay. First of all,
she posted herself at the hospital with a hospital band, and the caption was, "At the hospital trying to figure out why my coochie smells bad."
Okay, that's cool because that's internet fodder for the thoughts and the ratchets, right? That's cool.
The thoughts and the ratchets.
But Krista, come on. Sexyy Red is not the first artist to get over and peek into the mainstream for not giving a fuck. Cardi B is not the first. T.I. is not the first. Eminem is not the first. Tupac is not the first. Old Dirty Bastard might be the first. Old Dirty Bastard might be the first, but what about Rick James? Like, there is a marketing value in not giving a fuck. Like, that is a lane.
Yeah,
just like High School Sweetheart or the guy everybody wants to date and all the guys want to be. Like, these are marketing things. Like, the reason why Cardi B got on Love and Hip Hop is because she ain't give a fuck. And she had messed up teeth, and it was like, oh God, we gotta get this ratchet girl from the Bronx on here. And this is what they did. Like, that's so don't like, you can't dismiss that. I'm not saying she's an act.
Sure.
I'm saying the act has a budget. That's all I'm saying. The act has a budget, and because you can only get so far. Like, everybody, that's just the new era branding. I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
I don't care about nothing.
Understand.
Like, that's everybody's marketing ploy now. It's very copycat, lead, follow the leader. The reason why she's winning is probably hers is the most authentic. But authenticity don't mean you're not being marketed.
Okay, I didn't say that.
Authenticity means it can really be sold and it can really pull people in. Gotcha. Like, that's what it is.
I understand.
So that's not literally a, like, you making it seem like I'm saying specifically, because I don't know how you feel about the audience here, but you're making it seem like I'm saying that, she wouldn't be where she is if she didn't act this way. And that's not what I'm saying at all.
I apologize if I said it and you took it that way, because
authentically being pimped. Exactly. Once you're on the label, once you sign to a label, I don't know. I mean, she's probably on UMG or Atlantic.
Is she signed? Like, because I missed that part.
Absolutely, she absolutely is signed. If Bruno Mars is look, ain't enough block money to book Bruno Mars. Let's just keep it real.
But
there's not enough block money out there.
What if he was just like, let's get on a record together?
Krista,
I'm so serious. Like, I'm so surprised that look like you feel that. I'm dead ass. Like, I don't get it. Snoop ain't give a fuck in 93 and look at him now.
Like, it's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing.
But I don't understand why it's such a far-fetched thought. Like,
Krista,
I don't understand. Can I also say another thing that I feel like is tugging at my spirit as well?
Okay.
Literally, Kendrick Lamar and Drake had beef last year, and Kendrick specifically set a bar or a line that shot at Sexyy Red. Do you remember that? Like, where Drake,
she shot at
yes,
Sexyy?
like, he about how we don't do hood rats, or we don't do Like, please, someone in this,
No,
if you can
Kendrick
remember
said-
the song, yes, you
Kendrick
know what I'm
said-
talking about.
no, but that's not
Go
the
ahead.
that's not the bar though.
Say what you're about to say.
He said, when I see you stand next to Sexyy Red, I believe you see two bad bitches.
No, okay.
I think you think it's competition. You might pop ass with them.
No,
that's what
that's
Kendrick
not
said.
what I'm saying.
But
There's another bar. There's another rap that Kendrick said, and I will have to come back and post it, I guess, in the comments of this, that Kendrick said that alluded like it's not cool to hang out with hood rat bitches. There is a bar out there that says that. I will find it and I will come back and drop it. But it was a direct dig.
No.
Can I finish my point? It was a direct dig at Sexyy Red. Like, and I will do my best to find it and drop it in the chat. And I hope someone can put it in here. Yes, it is, Cameron. Why would I bring it up?
Because the bar that you're thinking about
is the one that you just said.
It could be in Euphoria. He said, we don't even like the girls you mess with. No, he said, we don't like the bitches you fuck with because they think they real women.
That one.
Now
You
that is next level digging
right,
if you think that's about Sexyy Red.
That was literally right after Drake was, the visuals like were, okay, maybe I'm wrong. So
Krista, he has a baby by a porn star. Drake has also been linked to getting other
I don't
like
want to get in trouble for
prostitutes
all of the
and like
who also passes as white. Like there's so many different like factors that play in. But you know what? You're right, Cam. You're right.
It's not. I mean, it's
anyway,
not about
the
being
reason
right.
Back when I thought that Drake was taking or Kendrick was taking a dig at Sexyy Red, I appreciated Bruno coming back and bringing Sexyy Red into this space of music to kind of debunk that. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and then that makes doesn't make any sense.
That's Mr. Fantastic level reaching. Kendrick Lamar did not diss Sexyy Red. If anything, he dissed Drake twice over. He was like, he's saying when you, Sexyy Red and SZA get together and do y'all songs and do y'all videos, you think you one of them. You want to post up there and throw ass with Sexyy Red.
Okay.
And you want to be a thotty boo body like her. And it's unbecoming of you as a grown man with a son.
Sorry, guys, for the information. That's how I received it, and I'm wrong. I received being wrong. So sorry.
Yes, look.
Don't want to mess up the live.
That wasn't Sexyy Red diss.
Take away any cred that this live has built. So sorry. I just thought that. I still feel that way, but it's okay for the sake of this live. I'm gonna retract my statement thinking that was a dig at Sexyy Red, because at the time there was a lot of content being pushed with Drake and Sexy together, so there wasn't any other woman that he was pushing out a lot of content with at that time. So that's why I felt like, oh wow, that's aimed at Sexyy Red. But I'm sure I'm wrong.
But that because Sexy, unless you're trying to tell us that Sexyy Red was his love interest,
Kendrick,
because that
Drake's.
No, Drake's.
That was like the joke. That was the video. That was the whole. Remember when he was with her, like when she was.
But we know that's not real.
Baby daddy. Exactly. It was marketing. Like it was.
Right.
Yeah.
But his real life.
No.
He's getting porn stars pregnant. He's skeeting and strippers.
Yes.
Like that. Those are things. And they have, some of them have botched bodies allegedly, and these things. So again, when I see you stand next to Sexyy Red, I believe you see two bad bitches. I believe you think it's competition. I think you might pop ass with it.
And what was the other one? What was the one that I said that I was trying to refer to?
You said, we hate the bitches you fuck with because they confuse themselves with real women.
Okay.
So I mean,
sure.
Listen, hey, look, burden of proof. Shout out to Benny the Butcher. Burden of proof. If you believe that, I would love the thesis on it. I would love the breakdown of that.
Yeah,
I
wasn't prepared
because
for that.
Because the thing is, even with that, I mean, SZA is on those records too. SZA is on TDE. If it was a shot for Red, it was a shot for SZA too. But SZA's on the new album. She was on GNX. Like Kendrick's not dissing women that like the mainstream women he's collaborating with.
Mm-hmm.
He is dissing the women that want to bang out Drake, though. He was dissing them. So, but yeah. Jones, Drake likes to clit hop, and not in a good way. Hey, and that was Kendrick's beef, right? That's what he. Hey, when I see you stand next to Sexyy Red, I believe you see two bad bitches. that's one of the greatest bars I've ever heard, and I'm not even a Kendrick fan like that. I'm not at all, but I respect great penmanship. We're gonna PG-13 the conversation a little bit now that we're gonna get a little away from Sexyy Red. But hey, look, overall, man, hey, look, Bruno Mars, proven hit maker again. This century, I got him in the top 10 catalog alone. Last decade, got him in the top 5 for sure, maybe 3 and up. Just being respectful, because when you talk about this century, 2000 to right now, 2025, you got to throw a lot of Beyonce's catalog in there. You got a lot of the you got Jay-Z's Blueprint is in there, as well as the Black Album is in there. Y'all know how I feel about Nas, and Nas has dropped his best work from 45 to 50. Kanye's whole run is this century, so I can't not put him in the top 3. I can't do that. You know, the Black Eyed Peas, even though Joints and Jams and that album is 96, the bulk of their greatness comes in the 2000s. So, you know, calibrating as quickly and correctly as possible. Yes, off top, he's over Justin Timberlake. Don't argue. Don't argue. And I love Justified. Bruno Mars, greater than signed Justin Timberlake.
No one's gonna argue that.
Well,
That's
you
like
never
the
know.
God honest truth.
You never know.
No one likes Justin Timberlake anymore.
You know, Bruno over Justin Bieber, even though even though one of those years Justin Bieber did drop the best R&B album of like 2015. Which,
are you talking about Purpose?
It might have been. I think it might have been that might have been the best R&B album of that year. High key. So saying that, this is just not it. Hey, listen, you know what I'm saying? Look, just facts, my man Javon. I look at this again. It's a money play. It's a marketing play. Hey, look, it's a way to increase her reach, and that's fine. Krista, I know. And one problem that Black people have, I have this problem too. I had this problem when I was growing up a lot, where we don't look at the numbers. We just look at what we consume. And since we see Sexyy Red everywhere and she looks super duper famous, we equate that to she's selling a lot of records and she's getting a lot of money. And I've watched enough documentaries to know that that's just not the truth. It's just not the truth.
Why would it make this make sense for me? If there was an agenda to push and promote any artist, why would it be Sexyy Red? Honestly, like why? Because she got motion. She has motion. So does SZA. So does Cardi. So does there's so many other. There's Lotto. There's so many other women that could be pushed, but Sexyy Red, like that's so weird.
Krista. Okay, so now do you
who is she signed to?
I was literally looking it up. So she's on Gamma, and I think that's a subsidiary. Oh, this former Acme Music. Gamma, isn't that a subdivision of Atlantic? I don't think she was signed to a major. But she's come on now.
I mean, to me, it makes sense. Why would you? I still think it's lighthearted. I still don't think there's an agenda behind it. I still think it's on some whimsical. Let's put out a song and see what happens.
There is an agenda to every artist that is signed to a label. That's just the music business. We
don't even know
the reason why. Hey, and you know what? And this is speaking to Jones's point earlier that I shared, and he also said the Sexyy Red is where she is right now because Cardi has not put out an album. Her label tried to force her to put out an album, and she was like, nah. Like her label wanted the album last year, and the year before that, and the year before that. When WAP dropped, they wanted the album then. Cardi didn't put it out. SZA hasn't missed a beat. SZA is the only woman doing arenas by herself.
Correct.
And she's currently going on tour with Kendrick Lamar. So to your answer, they can coexist and it's no problem. SZA's really getting the money. SZA, much like a Beyonce, much like a Taylor Swift, she's out here really getting money. I haven't seen so many young people. When I say young people, I mean 13 to 19 that love SZA. They're her favorite artist. Even the white boys think she's sexy. Like everything about SZA is a win right now. So she's really moving the units. Again, Sexyy Red. We can look up if that first album was, if it actually counted or not.
Like that's, what is Gamma? Like, is that an independent? Like
it's not an well, it's kind of like Empire.
I feel like
it's
y'all
not
are giving her too much credit. Like I just
what do you
don't
mean?
think it, like I just don't feel like there's a push to replace Cardi with Snot. See, I can't say it right. I'm not trying to say that neither. Like I don't think it's that serious. I think it's very lighthearted and fun. I don't think there's an agenda behind this song coming out.
Krista, I'm sorry.
I don't think that Sexy reached out to Bruno Mars and the label paid him to release this song with Sexyy Red. I actually feel like it's the complete opposite.
So
you
think Bruno Mars was like, yo, yeah. I'm about 100 million up, but let me reach down and grab.
He has it. Why not? It's funny. It's quirky. It's lighthearted. It's not that serious.
Krista, what? First of all, when you say not that serious, like what do you mean?
I feel like if this was Cardi or Lotto or Nicki or SZA, like this is like a strategy. This is a marketing strategy. To me, it makes sense. Like, oh, that's a safe play. But the fact that he went and got fucking Sexyy Red, my asshole pink booty hole brown, or my pussy pink, my booty hole brown, like that's insane. Like the fact that anyone would really make it as serious as it is what to me makes it like, I feel like y'all are giving her way too much gas. Like it doesn't seem that serious.
I don't understand that, because I'm just telling you I don't like a song, and
you're right,
and that's fair to do. Like I can do that. Like the label's money. Like that's like it don't matter if the song is lighthearted. I don't like a lot of shit.
Yeah,
like it's not about me liking the song.
Says you don't like the song and the P word, him saying the P word too much.
Yeah, and I don't like this lane of Bruno Mars.
Like ambiguous pop soul Bruno Mars.
Exactly, how we literally started. Doo-wop and Hooligans, Unorthodox, 24K Magic, Silk Sonic. Like, and the thing is, all of those albums don't necessarily sound alike.
Right.
But hey, look, I didn't like Finesse. Finesse ain't fire to me. I
don't like that song that much neither.
So, and that was another look. Because Bodak Yellow did treasure numbers.
Yeah,
it did 24K Magic. Right. So now with Cardi B, who came in the game not really being her own artist, just had the passion to make music. They put her with Bruno Mars, a proven hit maker. It's the Bruno stimulus package. It's no different from the Drake stimulus package. It's no different from that run where Wayne could get on anything, and when T-Pain could get on anything. People that are making money in the music business are sought out by people who are trying to make money in the music business. That is not a foreign concept. If you think that Sexyy Red is on the level of Bruno Mars,
no, not at all.
And that is the point we're making.
Okay.
That's solely it. Bruno Mars, I mean, yeah, he gotta okay it. He can want to do it, but it's the look. It's the look.
I've learned something today.
That's all about the look. Gotcha. Like Bruno Mars don't have to do any song with anybody.
I feel like that's the point that I'm making. He literally could have did this with anybody.
No, he don't have to.
And yeah, okay. I feel like we're literally saying the same thing.
Well, we might be now, but you were taking me not liking the song too personal.
Oh, I guess that's what I'm doing. I'm sorry. Let's dial it back. I don't care. You like ambiguous pop soul Bruno Mars. I like this song. It's fun. It's lighthearted. I can see people making TikTok dances. It's cute, but I like the song. That's all. Sorry.
Hey, and it's going to be on Sexyy Red's label album that they hope pushes it over the top.
Let me know what label she signed to, because I've never heard of Gamma.
She's on Gamma. Gamma's been around for a while. It's like Epic. It's like Geffen. It's like Empire. It's one of those. It's not UMG, Arista.
So it's not a major.
Atlantic. No, it's a major. It's because it has major label backing. It's probably a subsidiary of one of those labels. I don't know which one it is.
Okay.
But they're like they're not exactly independent. It's not like
So
she's
I
under
guess
Jet Life.
I hate that I made you feel like I took you not liking the song personal. I just didn't know you didn't like the song. That's all.
Well,
I didn't mean to.
That's why we go live.
Have that to. I didn't know I took it personal. I'm just not figuring that out. But okay.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that means that she doesn't like that I said that. And
no,
cool.
I just didn't know I took it personal. I don't know. I would like to know what characteristics I possess to.
KV Dance, what up?
Show that.
Said hi.
Who is that?
I don't know, but they want us to say hi, so we're saying hi. Yeah. So again,
I thought are we still, this is the only project we're talking about? We're not talking about.
Well, no, I didn't even plan to spend this much time on this topic.
Oh, you usually go long on these things. I thought
we
were going to talk about another project.
No, I have more stuff to say.
Okay, let's do that.
So, so guys, let me, so as I transition, and please just let me land here. So I don't like this, right? I don't like the Bruno Mars and Sexyy Red joint. And again, I think it's part of the Bruno stimulus package. Wasn't a big fan of the him and Cardi record. I'm not saying I dislike the Wake Up in the Sky with Kodak and a Gucci, but again, as far as my tier for what I like from Bruno Mars, it's just not his quintessential shining moments. I think it in a way, even though I'm sure it brings great crossover appeal to him, it gets some more units moved in the hood. I don't think it speaks to his talent and, dare I say, musical genius. I just don't think it speaks to his greatest strengths. But you know, Black Entertainment, most of the time now, unfortunately, it's a copycat league in every single way. You know, there and that's leading to my bigger topic for today. And this is absolutely
it's a bigger topic.
Yeah, for sure. This was just a headline to get people moving. I didn't think it was going to be a 40-minute conversation on Sexyy Red and how Kendrick dissed her.
I seriously thought he dissed her.
I didn't think none of that was going to happen.
I'm going to come back in the comments of this and do a bullet point breakdown as to justify my argument.
That's cool. I mean, you can look up the lyrics and everything right now.
And I'm going to time out the videos, the visuals, everything that Drake was dropping at the time, because the timing was really, really sus, like very sus.
Well,
like to me, it was obvious that he was taking a jab at Sexyy Red, because Sexyy Red was this not polished, very don't give a fuck hood rats. And then here's Kendrick dropping this bar. Like, to me, I still am going to stand on that. Okay. And I love Kendrick, but you know, I love Drake too. So that's just how I received it.
But before I pick up my transition.
Yes, I'm so sorry. I didn't let you land. I'm sorry.
Before I pick up my transition, do you think he was saying it about Meg Thee Stallion?
Kendrick?
Yeah.
No.
Glorilla?
No. They're all
Lotto?
No, not at all. Are we talking about the same Sexyy Red?
Yeah, again. I'm just
who posed like barefoot in the club, walking out the club barefoot.
Summer Walker?
No.
Exactly. So again,
specifically,
if nothing, Red. If nothing, like that dropped in the middle of Drake's stimulus package being used on Sexyy Red, and maybe you're making that correlation. Okay. That's how I look at it.
Thank you.
But he's not dissing Sexyy Red to me.
Okay.
He's saying Drake a bitch.
Yes. Yes, but I also feel like there's two things can be true at the same time. I feel like that the timing was just perfect, because there was this pairing of Sexyy and Drake at the same time Kendrick made that comment. So I took it as, oh wow, like, so here's Kendrick over here associating himself with a polished home, a polished wife, being around polished people, while Drake's over here with the hood rats. That's why I said it. Like, that's how I took it.
Okay.
Thank you for bringing it back up and letting me clarify that. Thank you. That means a lot. Land your plane, honey. Land your plane.
Because This will be 2 hours if I respond. So I just want to get to the main topic today, y'all. So, all right, Copycat League. Because I don't like the song Copycat League. Bruno and Cardi, all of that, right? But it's in the nature. So, but I mean that to say, like when Mustard first came out, or when Travis Scott came out, and all of a sudden everybody had to do their the tags had to be different. A rapper had to say your tag then, or straight up, and all the different ad libs. People were using Travis Scott ad libs, and he wasn't even on the songs, nor did he produce them. That was a thing after 2015. And then you have once A Boogie, and I know a lot of people don't give A Boogie his proper credit. A Boogie with the hoodie is the one that's doing that style that Dirk took, that Meek took, and Roddy Ricch, all of y'all that streets and struggle, all of that. Hey Boogie started that. Like he was the first one I heard doing that the auto-tune street and struggle. Like that's what he was doing. And he doesn't really get the credit he probably deserves.
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying? If anything, and in wildly in all of that, Rod Wave becomes the most popular person to do his style. So, but again, Copycat League. That's why also that hey, look, we said we wanted to stop seeing so many black people in slave movies. Jordan Peele does horror movies. Now, all the new black movies are like horror flicks. Now, that's a lot of people doing horror flicks now. Homegirl went viral for doing Pop the Balloon. And now literally I rarely see the originator of Pop the Balloon anymore. I see every other city, so many other personalities that are now doing their own version of Pop the Balloon. It's unfortunate because the creativity is at an all-time low. People are just stealing the trap. They like, you selling crack? I'ma sell crack too. Nobody wants to sell heroin. You know what I'm saying? Nobody got PCP. Nobody got shrooms. Like, no, we all got crack. You know what I'm saying? We gonna all speedball.
That's crazy.
Like nobody's creating something and putting new stuff in the pot. You dig?
And black culture.
Yeah, Black Entertainment. Black Entertainment.
Okay. White people going crazy.
But I mean, I'm not necessarily saying that. I mean, because look, first of all, black people, entertainment-wise, we invented like everything.
Sure.
So absolutely. I'm not looking to be inspired by any other race, not Latins, not Asians, white people, Europeans, Russians.
Should we speak in genres as opposed to race?
I'm talking. Well, no, because
no. Okay,
no, I'm standing on my notes here. Black Entertainment is in a copycat league and phase right now, and I'm circling it around to say this. Who's your favorite band and or composer? It can be all time. It could be this time. Whatever you believe. Who are your favorite composers and or bands? Because this weekend I was frying some catfish, listening to Isaac Hayes, and I heard a lot of my favorite rap records. And sometimes and when you go back far enough, and you start listening to the catalog of some of the giants, some of the greats, you'll realize, they didn't really make that beat at all. They just cut and loop this. No, but it's like for instance, another shot, because I hope Jones, you're still there? You're still there, Jones? If you're not, I hope you come back and you hear this. I will never, ever let y'all get off that Dr. Dre is the #1 producer of all time with None But a G thing is literally the instrumental. And they just rapped on the instrumental. He changed nothing about that beat.
You are so technical.
That's that. What's yeah, Jones.
You're such a hard critic. You're a tough critic.
That is not hard criticism. You're gonna call somebody the greatest producer of all time when he took the instrumental
and
let his other homie, no, his brother's homie rap on it, and then write his part too.
Who did you say was the greatest of all? Kanye?
Yeah, I think it is Kanye. Okay. It's where
we may disagree, y'all, but there's some stuff that I do agree with when he breaks it down. When he says it on the front end, I'm like, you're a psychopath, you're crazy.
Yeah, of
but
course.
When he breaks it down, it's like, okay, now I understand.
Because y'all gonna be here for it. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
so listen, do I get to give my list after you give yours?
Well, this ain't a list. These are just the people I want to highlight. You can talk about whoever. I'm not really listing everybody. That was a question for all of you. Comment, put it in the comments.
Okay.
Who are some of or your favorite composers and or bands? Because I want to give flowers to some people like, yo, we don't talk enough about how incredible the James Brown band was.
Mm-hmm.
They are some of the most incredible musicians ever in life.
Mm-hmm.
The Big Payback came out before all of us were alive, and they repurposed that beat for the last 30 years, and it slaps every time. But they barely touch it. They barely touch that. That means the guys in there on James Brown's band, they literally whatever was in here and they used here, and that was magic. Like that, and that is important because obviously Quincy Jones just passed last year. Isaac Hayes has been gone. And we often, we pay homage. Thank you. We often pay homage to these people after they're gone, but what's most disheartening is literally what my man JB saying right here. It's the, let's please bring back true musicians on records. Like there is, now granted, I know software does a lot. I know it does a lot, but if you were to sit with a keyboard player, a drummer, two guitar players, maybe a trumpet player, a saxophone player, trombone, somebody on harp, a French horn or something like that, clarinet, flute,
oboe.
Yeah, oboe, the cello, anything. You might have somebody with a fiddle or a violin. Like don't matter. And they sit there and they just jam. Like you're going to get magic. You're going to get magic. That is what the James Brown band was. Like, listen to it. There is no one person
making. Can I ask a question?
Ain't nobody on the MPC on that. Them boys is getting busy on there.
I have a question for the chat. So to clarify their answer. So you're saying you want people in the chat to either put in their favorite bands or composers.
Yeah.
Do your favorites have to be like originators of music? Can you still like have people who sampled and like or interpolated?
That's not an interpolator is not quite a composer. A producer is a producer is not a composer. He's just not.
Favorite bands and composers. So like there's musicians like Prince, how he would take original music.
He's a composer because he
plays
different instruments. He can put things together.
So people who make beats,
they're beat makers.
They're not composers.
No.
Interesting.
Not unless they're
making their own sound. So let's just say you and I are sitting here and the door opens, and I like the sound of the squeak of the door opening, and I record that into my machine and use that. That
is a new level of production, and there is a level to composer. Now you're in the Havoc from Mobb Deep. You're in the RZA category.
Yes. Help me clarify.
But again, count? Excuse me. Yes, that does count. That counts.
Okay.
But again, when you're incorporating sample sounds in order to make something new, that is a highly respected. I got those level of producers and beat makers, whatever would have you. They're right under composers for me. Because unfortunately, hey, listen, nothing beats a person that has a blank sheet of paper and they draw staffs across it and say, I want the horns to sound like this. and it's in 4/4 time. This is in a C sharp measure, and this is how they sound. And now I want the drums to do this.
Okay.
And then you write it out, and then you give it to people and be like, play this.
So I can't say that Sledgerin is my favorite because on the original Never Been, he heard a game in Japan and liked the sound of the game and took it and dropped it in his machine and chopped it up and made it
again,
a song. Like he's not a composer.
No, he's not a composer.
Okay.
He took
he didn't originate that song.
Yeah, exactly. And look, the door squeak is still gonna be over an MPC beat though. Like, yeah, and that's
interesting.
See, that's the thing. Like, like until you make the pattern. Now I get it. Drum kits. I know somebody probably gonna comment about, well, what about the drum kits? They like, you can't just select the button and just do the drums. Yeah, true. But are you able to keep time and play it? You know what I'm saying? Or can you do that? Like, that's difficult. We discredit, right? Or we overlook the fact, again, just going back to the James Brown band. That drummer on I Got the Feeling, that's him from measure 1 to the end. They didn't loop that. That's he's doing that until James Brown is done. Yeah. So he's hitting that.
I don't think I can't answer that question.
Well, I mean,
I can't answer that.
Well, see, look, that's why, that's why, again, I want to pay homage to the James Brown band.
That's a good one.
Yeah, Masego's dope too. Terrence Martin.
Can you say Timbaland? You can't say Timbaland because he took Baby's Crying and put it on a.
Yeah, but Timbaland. I mean, and don't get me wrong, Timbaland's early sample game was crazy. What I'm talking about.
Early.
Yes, you know what I'm saying. Yes, the drummer on Shake Your Body for the Jacksons. It's crazy. Cool. You know what I'm saying? Like that's incredible work.
Okay.
That's incredible work. Hey, look, Frying Catfish to Isaac Hayes. Again, I've never known who the producer for the Ghetto Boys was, but man, he literally, again,
that's the white boy that was playing
crazy. No, not Scott Storch, Krista.
No, the white boy that was playing at Scarface's NPR Tiny Desk. Wasn't he one of their composers? He made a lot of the original. He was remember.
He didn't. No, Krista.
Okay,
that's an Isaac Hayes song. I didn't want to tell you. I didn't want to tell you like that. Hey, look, once you book with a symphony orchestra, yes, they can play it.
I can't
because hey, look, that's why. And again, this is not me. Oh, Mr. Stubblefield. Yes.
I like this one. Can you scroll up? There was one up there that I liked a lot. Not that one, the one above this one. I love that. All artists should release live albums on top of their studio records as well. Okay, what about the SOS band?
Again, SOS band. That's they playing the music.
So SOS band for sure.
Yes. Okay. Absolutely. Mike Dean, co-musician. Yes. Like again, they do exist. They do exist, and that's why I want people to like know that yes, there are some out there. We are kind of celebrating some of the wrong people, or we're not celebrating the right people enough. So I want to use this as awareness to make sure that we're celebrating them because again, like I was saying to the sample point, yes.
Look, Mike Dean is a cold musician too. That's the white dude she's talking
about. Oh yeah, Mike Dean. Okay, yes, that was right on Tiny Desk.
Thank you.
Mike Dean is cool. Hey, Mike Dean been working with Kanye.
So that's on my list. I want to claim that one.
Okay. That's awesome. But yeah, like once a sample is done, a real musician can play it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the magic of it, right? Another band, I know we call them like a hip hop band or whatever, but a band that I've always tried to get more respect on their name, and I'm sure Keith would agree with this, The Roots. No. The Roots was a band. Scott Storch was in that band. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Kamal. Rest in peace to Hub. Like a lot of those Questlove, obviously, I know what he do. But yeah, no, I do like artists playing with the symphony orchestras now, and they're bringing, highlighting it. But man, we really gotta salute like Isaac Hayes for making some of those records. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think all people should play with the live bands. For example, like Rick Ross played with the live band at the inauguration ball. And I think it's weird hearing I think I'm Big Meech, Larry Hoover over a live band. That's kind of weird, right?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't hear it.
You should watch it. It's kind of cringy.
I want to hear that with an orchestra though. With the dude with the because I have something totally different on my mind. Like if like for instance like the Nashville Symphony Orchestra was out there, and then you seen the dude on the big drums like doom 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 in the violins.
Oh, maybe that's what they did. I only caught a snippet of it. I wasn't at that.
I would have come out there. I would have jumped on stage. Like yo, because they killing that. And then the trombones.
Well, if you put it that way, crazy. That kind of goes hard.
Yeah, that
but it was crazy. Weird because it was Rick Ross up there doing it.
I mean, look, I can't help but the song.
The musicians would have sounded really, really good. But
yeah, absolutely.
Him rap these motherfuckers mad that I'm icy in front of
doom 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 doom. The cymbals, that's crazy. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm anxious. You are so smart about all of this. I thought I was smart.
You know what I'm saying? I should check out Corey Henry. He's a popular gospel organist, but now has his own funk band. Okay, nice. Yeah, I'm gonna check him out. Corey Henry. Y'all make sure y'all check out Corey Henry too whenever you see this. Yeah. Another band who I didn't know that they were actually country until I watched this doc. If y'all ain't seen the Yacht Rock doc on Max, check it out.
You watched it without me.
Yeah. It's come on. Too much time that went past. I'll watch it again. I'll absolutely watch it again because I'm not even going to share everything. I didn't even go live on that doc.
Did you know that Hall & Oates is considered yacht rock?
Yeah.
Did you know that Michael McDonald is considered yacht rock?
He's considered one of the fathers of it.
Yeah.
If you got to watch
maybe
the
I
doc.
just didn't know what yacht rock was until about 2 months ago.
Well, the doc explains it. So again, I'll more than happily watch the doc again.
Because I was planning on watching it with you.
But the Eagles.
I love them.
I had no idea the Eagles were really a country band, but they skew soul rock, which I've learned that over time that when I looked at all the songs that I like, I'm actually like a country rock fan. And shout out to my man JB exclusives coming soon. He is now in agreement with me. 80s rock is the best genre of music ever created. They just too deep in the pocket, man. They too deep. It's too deep. The clip is endless. And I'm a rap nerd. 90s R&B, 90s rap head. I kid you not. Nothing is touching 80s rock. Nothing is touching 80s rock music. Top one. There is. Unless you want to put them at just 0 and just give them the belt and we can put somebody else at 1. But 80s rock
80s rock is better than.
Yep. Yep. It sure is.
But I was born in 80s. Well, I guess there's a matter I could go back and listen to.
Exactly. You could.
So can that be an episode? What's the best era of music?
I mean, yeah, we can do one. I'm gonna tell y'all.
I'm gonna say 80s rock.
That's cool.
But I also am not familiar. I only know Hotel California by the Eagles.
Hey.
And What You Play Me, and that's it.
Hey, not a problem. Another band I want to pay homage to. Hey, yo, Toto.
Oh, I love them. They're yacht rock.
Thank you for reading the notes.
You're welcome.
But yes. Hey, look, no, Toto. And again, if you watch the Yacht Rock documentary, you'll understand why I have them there. Man, I just want to salute the real musicians, man. It's because you know what? As if y'all were on live with me on Tuesday, you know that I had kind of hit a wall with the rap music, man. I hit a wall.
That happens often.
Yeah, and you know what? And it's because, in my spirit, in my heart and spirit, I'm still a writer. I'm still that 11-year-old that picked up the saxophone.
Aww.
I still like playing the instruments. Like my dad told my daughter and my wife a story about how I spent the night over his house one day, and he had all these instruments around. And he left me in a room, and I'm just sitting there playing them, all of them. I'm on the maracas, I'm on the tambourine, I'm doing my thing. Like, so it's innately in me. Like, I do like to just hear different things. And again, as much of a rap nerd as I am, I am still a fan of great, high quality music. Like that's why I don't want to hear Bruno Mars talking about some pussy that's fat, juicy, and wet.
Can I
like
defend myself?
No, you don't have to. Why?
Because I just want the people to know that I also appreciate various types of genres of music, trap, trash music included. There's an appreciation across the board. I like lots of different genres of music.
Yeah, listen. One of my favorite songs ever is "Dog Shit" by Old Dirty Bastard. I'm not again. Let's not get it confused.
I don't think you understand the pressure.
Pastor Project Pat is in my top 10.
I don't think you understand the pressure it is when you are bonded and tied to somebody that is so well versed and well rounded in music, when you also love music just as much. But you have more. You're also older than me, but you also just possess significantly more wisdom than me, and it shines light on my lack of knowledge when it comes to music.
Chat, did y'all feel that she don't know music? Y'all feel my wife don't know music? I
love music so much.
I don't think anybody on here thought that.
I think I'm feeling insecure at the whole composer band thing because that's just so interesting to me.
Jones got a good question.
Yeah, that is a really good question.
What are your favorite instruments to hear in music? For example, mine are guitars, organs, sax, and turntables.
Sure.
Yeah, for sure. I'm
the Spanish guitar. I love hearing Spanish guitar.
Yeah. I obviously I'm super saxophone heavy. I love that. George Michael. That's one of the reasons why I started playing the saxophone is because of George Michael.
George Michael.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because Never Gonna Dance Again. I think it's yeah. And because I used to listen to Kenny G and Dave Koz and Branford Marsalis. I used to listen to that.
Yeah, we used to have a lot of Kenny G CDs in my house.
So you know what I'm saying. So
my parents. What are your favorite
like a lot of when power ballads were kind of turning into like adult contemporary R&B, not quite urban R&B, because that's where Michael Bolton come in. Like that's where a lot of like those other instruments came in. Yeah. Bass lines,
Michael Bolton.
Bass lines are so important. Hey, and that's why, I love whoever Barry White's band was, or if he did any of this. Like, Barry White's band on the bass lines are crazy. As well as, not for nothing, Hall and Oates on the bass lines. Crazy.
Is Michael Bolton the same guy that sang like a rock? Is that Michael Bolton?
No, I think that's Joe. Isn't that Joe Cocker?
Oh shit!
I don't know.
I like that. Remember the Chevrolet commercials back in the day? Like a rock. Remember that?
Yes, I remember. So listen, I don't know if you don't know music. Yeah, your taste is just different. Nice to make.
But I'm ever since the last 4 to 5 years, I've been like questioning my music taste. I won't.
So you need to like what you like.
My favorite era is the blog era. Like that's my favorite era of music, because I just think it was the time and coming into myself and the relatability. I'd never related to music that way before.
Okay.
Like, would you say the blog era is like from like 09 to
it's definitely 09 to it's 09 to
15 16? Okay. Yeah, that's my favorite era of music.
I would say 15 16. I don't know.
But 80s rock is your favorite, even though you were still very young in the 80s. That's so interesting. So it's not about relatability to you, it's the sound. It's the instrument. I mean, like you said.
It's the sound, but also though, with time and maturity comes to the relatability of the music.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can, like for instance, even though I ended up working in urban radio, I've always wanted to be in talk radio.
Mm-hmm.
But my favorite station, Jack FM, all day.
Interesting.
Because they literally play everything from the 50s through the 90s and now even early 2000s, I guess. But if you listen to a lot of the just verbiage, the language, the lingo of those songs, they're so simplistic, they're so relatable, but it's backed by just killer instrumentation, killer guitar solos, killer drum patterns. Like, whoever Phil Collins worked with on No Jacket Required is insane. They are insane humans. And they're just great at it. Hey, look, hey, not for nothing. Who was that lady? Ernie Isley, one of the best guitar solos you'll ever hear.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hear it, but
yeah.
Make sure I know.
And he wasn't on the list of top guitar players of all time.
So did they originally make the Footsteps in the Dark? That's the original, right? Like that's the blueprint of all those samples.
Yeah, see? That's exactly.
Okay, so then I'm going to say the Isley Brothers. The Isley Brothers are on my list.
Okay.
I claim the Isley Brothers on
You know what I'm saying? It's
okay.
like,
are they on yours? No.
I mean,
okay.
First of all, Krista, this is just me. I picked these people to pay homage to.
I also want to give a shout out to the late 90s, early 2000s pop era. I don't want to shout out Christina Aguilera, shout out Britney Spears, shout out the Backstreet Boys in NSYNC and O-Town. That was a very special time in my life as well. Awesome. Shout out Jewel. Shout out Alanis Morissette.
Okay.
Shout out Natalie Imbruglia. I think that was her name.
Yeah.
Oh, and the girl who sings Crush. It's just a little crush. Not like a every time we touch. That whole era is, oh God, chill all over my body. Yeah. Now, see, I was way too young to be listening to that, but I resonated with that. Right.
Another musician.
This is so much fun. I feel like we just smoked a blunt. I love this. Let's keep going.
Well, that's awesome.
You
know, another guitar player but even though he made the list, Eric Clapton. I think Eric Clapton, but hey, look, Babyface, man, Babyface. I know we look at him as strictly probably mostly as an R&B producer, like L.A. Reid and Babyface, but Babyface is actually a composer as well, man. Those he's writing those songs, he's arranging those songs. He plays guitar and piano, so he gets busy.
And Terry Lewis,
Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis.
Did they make their own?
I think they do play a good number of instruments because they were originally in the time. They're originally with Morris Day and Jerome.
That's right. Can I claim them? Can I do them? I'm going to say Morris Day and the Time is on my list.
All right. Well,
I've been watching you. I think I want to know you. But that kind of falls under the Prince umbrella.
But Prince hired them though, so they were their own entity, and then he fired a lot of them too. Because that's why the revolution is not the new power generation.
What's the song, babe? 7739711. Remember that song about the time?
I do remember.
Okay.
Awesome, guys.
Let's do more.
I mean, look, it's almost 7:00, and we're over an hour in. This is great.
We have to watch the main event.
Saturday night's main event. Got no more wrestling friends.
Saturday night.
Hey, listen. Hey, look. There's only one. When you say Saturday night's main event of people
sounds like something at the strip club,
the wrestling world, no, it don't. Because if you were unless you were born like in the last 5 years and you've never watched wrestling, or if you've never watched wrestling, you know.
Do his own thing. Rick James didn't make his own.
Come on now, you know Rick James. Come on.
Yeah, so that's one going to be on my list too because I fucking love Rick James.
Man, again, hey, listen, I don't care.
Yeah.
It's just we're showing the respect to them.
Okay.
Like I just wanted to talk about the people that are not highlighted enough. Like I do understand. Matter of fact, this is where I was going to go with all that when I started with the James Brown band 20 minutes ago. Where I was going with that is I understand now in hindsight why he hated hip hop so much. Like, I understand it because he's sitting there like, so wait a minute. You mean to tell me that me and my band make this classic record? We fighting dogs and fire hoses. We drinking out of colored only water fountains and going to the restaurants and all that. Offer Eric B to bring his happy ass in the studio and cut a piece of my shit off and just let this dude talk over it. I see why he mad. I see why he was mad now in hindsight.
For that now though, that opened up a new door for all of these people to get paid even to this day.
Yeah, but so now, and I'm still a hip hop head. Y'all can't take my card. we can debate all day. But that ain't even for you. Why
No, I'm just saying, get to the point. I want to hear.
But yeah, it's called building suspense. I gotta do this. This is my thing. Let me do my thing. Okay. See, I can't even remember because of the
so ready.
So, but in true musician spirit, though, Eric B and Rakim should have called James Brown and been like, yo, let's collab. I want your band to play the Big Payback and I rap over it. And then, and not only like, cause look, they don't want the whole thing. They didn't take the dun, dun, dun. They just broke. So just like, and I get it. They got the record. They can't call them, but it's like, but true musicianship would have been like, yo, come rock with us. Come to the studio. Let's put this together. I want y'all to loop this. And who knows, you may even get a better, you know what I'm saying, version of that versus them just taking the record and just rapping over it. I totally, and again, and look, this is against everything that's hip hop because look, they rap into the breaks in the song.
Did Ghostface do that with the Delphonics?
Probably so. Probably so. Dude, he probably did. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So
I love my husband, y'all.
So
he's brilliant. You're so smart.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll be going to this college. Like this thing, sorry, you need to be a professor at like a college of this. Such an art.
Nah.
It's such an art.
Nah, but I mean I'm here for all conversations at all times. But
I don't want to be done.
Krista, I mean, well, we won't get done if I can't get through everything I was going to originally say before you said you were going to run this off.
Okay.
So, but no, I do think it's just important that, you know, musicianship, like, 'cause I mean, you think about it, right? You think about it. What if every time a rapper wanted to make an album, right? And this is just for the loopers. We're not talking about RZA. We're not talking about Havoc. We're not even talking about a lot of Kanye stuff. We're not talking about them. The people that are actually like chopping, flipping, and extending and doing things. You know what I'm saying? They probably will. I might slam one of their heads on the desk or something. You never know. You know what I'm saying? But if they called in the band and was like, yo, listen to this. Now I want you to play like this part. Because at least the interpolation, right? It just, and the reason why I'm saying it again, it goes against all the core foundations of music making and hip hop, but it just keeps more musicians employed. It keeps Black music going. And you know, and that is why I like the Roots, because you know, their performance on Jay-Z's Unplugged is underrated. You know, like it's amazing how they performed Takeover. And then when Jay started rapping about Prodigy, they broke in the Shook Ones. And then when it was over, they went back to the beat. And then when Nas came up, there was like New York State of Mind. I was like, oh my God, like they killing my favorite rapper right now, but this is amazing. And it's that level of, yo, keep musicians hungry, keep musicians in the loop. You know what I'm saying? I just think I think it's important. I feel
like if that happened, there would still be like a heavy emphasis on music classes, like in schools.
Yeah.
I absolutely feel that way.
Exactly. All right, Jones, relax.
Wow. I love this.
Relax, Jones.
Are you going to invite me back?
We'll see.
I want to come back.
That Bruno Sexyy Red thing started off a little shaky. I don't know. But
I'm going to practice before next time I come.
Practice.
I'm going to do my research. Yeah.
Practice.
But
yes, man. Hey, listen.
I love
again. Thank y'all for sharing some of your favorite composers and musicians. Again, I just think it's important, man. And no matter who, y'all know I asked this question. I don't know how long you've been following me or whatever, but I always say, where would hip hop be without Bob James? Now, Bob James is not a Black man, but he is one of the greatest jazz composers that I believe I've ever heard. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Bruno's band is fire. You know what I'm saying? Again, see that and seeing that's the thing.
Okay, it's all coming in full circle.
You know what I'm saying? It's just that the other music.
Coming to me.
Oh my God.
Now I get it.
Like,
we should have started the conversation with bands and composers, then led into the Bruno conversation.
No, because
then I wouldn't
Bruno
have,
was the
answer
hot
would have
topic.
been way different.
Bruno was the hot topic.
No,
I wanted to talk briefly on that hot topic.
All right.
The majority of the show was supposed to be this.
Yeah,
I want to be clear.
This is great. It should have been this.
But we got deadlocked into how Sexyy Red don't need Bruno Mars and Drake and Kendrick Dister. That's how we got. That's what we ended up.
We need a producer,
I don't know.
Cam. Your producer would have advised you to start with that. Into.
No, I am the producer.
You're trying to get him
I am the composer of this live, and here you go trying to sample it and flip it into something I was never doing. That's what happened.
I'm so sorry.
I mean,
I like this conversation way more.
Exactly, but it's like, oh God, I got a champion for Sexyy Red because Black women are marginalized in the music industry.
No. First off, Sexyy Red doesn't need that big of a platform, but I'm going to encourage the ratchetness.
Mm-hmm.
Sexyy Red is not the greatest example for Black women, and we know that.
Well,
so
I didn't
she's
say
there,
that.
and I'm happy that she's doing her thing.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Just overdub my whole life. You dig what I'm saying?
Next time when I come back, I'll be quiet and sit and listen and observe before I chime in.
Yeah, sure. All right.
Gross.
So, man, yeah.
Wait, Cam, before we go, I just want to tell you. Thank you for having this space. It's a great space, and you provide an atmosphere for people to talk about things like this, but also you possess a lot of wisdom that helps kind of generate people's brain juices to have these conversations. So thank you for hosting this space.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
No problem. You're welcome.
I appreciate that.
No
Jones wants me to let you be Dr. Dre, even though, you know what I'm saying? Just say, look, just come here, just do whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? Sample whatever.
I'm sorry.
We'll make it up on the back end, I guess, right?
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Now I get it. This hits way different now.
Yeah.
I like ambiguous pop soul Bruno Mars. Yes. Now I see what you're talking about.
So, you know what I'm saying? So, and again, that is still always the best Bruno Mars for me. Again, respect to Bruno Mars too, man. Listen, I get it. You know what? I do want to close with this. I know people complain so much about music, right? And we live in a time where a lot of people, it's oversaturation because there's 1,000 artists. So many of them even sound alike. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's picking up the inspiration, and some people are copycatting or whatever. But it is great that we have a Beyonce. It's great that we have a Taylor Swift. It's great that we have a Kanye West, a Bruno Mars. Jelly Roll. Hey, who?
Jelly Roll.
Oh, Jelly Roll. It's important that it's great that we have who I was gonna say. I mean, hey, look, even though I don't like his rap music too much, Post Malone. It's great that we have a James Fauntleroy. You know what I'm saying? There's it's great that we have a Neo. And even though I don't really jig with his music, The Dream. What are you doing? Oh, okay. Because I heard the clicking. I'm sorry. It's great that we have all these people. Let's just make sure that we are celebrating the musicians out there, man. Mike Dean, even though, hey, look, gained a lot of respect from Mustard because I know he sampled, the sample he took for TV Off is I think from Star Trek or Star Wars, but he replayed it. And that's his interpolation. And that's how he saves on sampling and having to give credit because he replays the melodies and a lot of his beats.
He plays it back, he does it himself?
Yeah.
Oh.
So again,
see,
I just want us to, as we get into this manufactured microwave, you know what I'm saying, whatever we want to call this era of music, there's still a lot of great musicians out there. Hey, my man JB Jawan's a great drummer. Y'all check out his YouTube channel. Y'all check him out. He plays at the church. He's been touring before in his already illustrious, but I'm still on the rise career. I don't want to call it short career because it's still going on. But yeah, man, there's a lot of great musicians. That's why I love being in Nashville, because any night you can go out in any pocket of this city and you can see a dope live musician. So I just want to just pay some respect, just show, you know what I'm saying, show some encouragement to the artists out there. It's you're needed. You're needed because I can't listen to all this automated mess every day. I tried. It sucks. I can't. So I need you guys. So keep going out there every day doing your thing. I listen to a lot of lo-fi. Why? Because it sounds like Q-Tip and Dilla. And sometimes I'd rather hear nothing than some of this garbage that they be trying to sling my way.
Slim thick, almost skin, 5'5", this bitch a 10, her done, bills paid, catch me riding in a Benz, I ain't looking for no friends. Get it sexy, get it sexy.
All right, guys, well, that's
get it sexy.
We are going to get out of here.
Well, you know this ass super fat. I'm IMO. I just had to end with Sexyy Red.
Well, I'm sure you did. And I'm going to end this live because of it. You guys have a great evening. We'll do this again. And maybe, just maybe, I'll get to that main point a little earlier. Be smooth. Take care of yourselves.
Man, love you.
All right, Jones, we out of here. I'm going to let this go, and I'm going to be like, hey, man, listen. Hey, thank you for tuning in. They're getting rambunctious. It's time to get out of here. So, from me to you, always and consensually, it's love. That's Sexyy Red.